Hi, I'm Active Steve for Get Out There Magazine, and today I'm reporting from the Endurance Aventure Winter ITU Triathlon in Saint-Donat, Quebec. There are actually 3 events today: the ITU Winter Triathlon, a regular triathlon, and a running race. It's about -15, so it's going to be a cold one, but it looks like it'll be a lot of fun.
The night before the race, participants were asked to make their way to the host hotel for the race kit pickup. Once there, you first checked in and got your number and your timing chip, and then you got to choose between a toque and a t-shirt as your race souvenir. The next morning, all racers had to have their equipment in the transition zone by 8:10 a.m. in order to be ready for the start of the race. The ITU Triathlon got off to a start at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. And I must say, it's the first time I was ever in a race where we had a helicopter chasing us around on the course to get footage. It was pretty impressive. As you can see, we started out on the water actually outside the town, and then made our way inland into what turned out to be quite a hilly little course. It was one giant climb, and then you had to make your way back down to the bottom to get ready for the next section of the race. Unfortunately, we didn't really have time to stop and admire the view once we did get to the top of the hill. Instead, we ran down and then straight into transition to get ready for the next leg of the race. So it was off with the snowshoes and putting on the skate blades to get ready for the skate portion. I must admit that although the skating was the longest part of this race and the one I dreaded most, it was the most beautiful. In the end, we had an 800-meter natural course. We had to do 14 loops of the course, and every time you went through you had to count on your own to make sure you didn't go over, but it was just amazing to be skating through the woods on perfectly smooth ice. But of course it wasn't long before we were back into transition to take off the skate blades, grab the skis, and head out onto the snow for the ski portion. For the ski section, it was back out into the hilly country that we'd use for the snowshoeing. Although the sun was shining, the snow was quite cold and made it a little bit slow, and as you can see, we still had some hills to go up and down. But knowing that this was the last section of the race, it made it quite enjoyable nonetheless. Part of the course actually went out onto a golf course as well, which was nice because it was wide open and you could just enjoy the day. The final few hundred meters involved two-way traffic, which is a bit tricky, but you knew that you were about to head down and through the finish chute, which was a great feeling.
Well, that does it for me from the ITU Winter Triathlon by Endurance Aventure. It was a beautiful course, even though it was a little cold out. Now it's time for a meal and the awards ceremony.
On offer for all racers were some soup, salad, pasta, beef stew, and some great desserts. And with over 180 participants, there was a pretty good mood at the end of the race, with plenty of prizes to go around. If you're looking for a winter try, I highly recommend this one.